FOG Andrew here, and the Roy here from Family Gamers. Welcome, War Gamers, to an exciting, awesome episode. We're doing it. We're just doing it. Screw it.
Maybe you'll be quiet now.
I'm never going to be quiet about the Worms board game. The Worms board game. We're doing a gameplay video here for this. 2 players, you and me. I'm excited. If you haven't seen my unboxing of the Collector's Edition or the Armageddon Pledge for the Worms board game Kickstarter, you can check that out. I'll try to have it linked somewhere there. But we're doing it. 2-player Worms. We've played it twice already.
Yeah.
Now, and I just got it yesterday.
What are we doing?
So
just banter, just playing it through, or
we're
just doing it. We're just doing it.
Honestly, we're just doing it. And I mean, you want to just give your quick thoughts of the game
it's
so far?
Stupid.
Very quick.
It's stupid. Now, hear me out. It's stupid, but in like a fun, silly way, and it's
Yes.
exactly what you kind of want with Worms. So,
Yes.
I think Mantic did a good job with Worms.
It is stupid fun. It's just things are going on, things are happening.
Yeah.
But that's what the video game is about,
Yes.
and that's what I love about it.
I think this is as close as you're going to get without having multiple levels. You know how, like,
yeah,
the game-
yeah.
You know.
Yeah. That'd be hard to probably do, but
yeah, no.
but we're just we'll get into it. So let's look at the game. Let's do it. All right. So the setup is kind of important for the gameplay. So Ryan,
I won the coin toss.
yeah. So now you're putting a tile into the into there. It's got to be touching the wind dial here, and then I'm going to be placing a tile into there.
And with
And
that,
then
I'll be placing first, as I won the coin toss. So same with the tile.
yep, so you get to put your things, or which are your worms, 1 mine, 1 oil drum, and 1 supply crate. All right, so now that we've done our placement, I placed the blue guys, he placed the green guys. Now we have our green and our blue here. So these are going to be randomly given out. And then, so he might not be playing the green ones, and I might not be playing the blue ones. Would you like to pick one? What do you got?
I have the greens.
All right, and I got blue, which does mean that I will be starting first here. So so you're going to get your hand of cards there, and we'll get started. So I think first thing I'm going to do is start by activating this worm, who will pick up this supply crate, which will let me draw a card. Then I think what I will do, this might be a terrible idea, but we're going to get the craziness going. I'm playing the handgun. I will target a direct hex within 2, so I get to damage a non-worm thing in the hex, which will be the oil drum. So I'm blowing up the oil drum there, and that was the other thing that we kind of screwed up a little bit. When the oil drum, it doesn't resolve as a blast, but that will damage the worm that's in the space. So now, because I have exploded the oil drum, I'm going to be rolling 5 dice to see what spots the fire goes in. So it's going to be
Looks like
1 in the direct space, 1 in the direction of the wind, and then 4, which is going to be here, 1 in one of my blue worms' space. But that was that for that. Okay, so now I get to move if I want, but I think what should I do here? All right, I am going to move this worm here. And then because I have this symbol, I get to play another card, which I will play the girder, which I will knock that oil drum out of there, removing that. And I get to move again. So I think I'm going to go here, back there. I could play another card, but I think I'm going to hold off for now. So that will be the end of my turn. We'll draw a drop card and resolve that. So I get to place a supply crate in the emptiest hex, and then place an oil drum in that same hex, which is going to be here. That's the emptiest hex, because there's nothing in there. But then remove 3 fire from the map, So that just negated what I just did, kind of. And that will be the end of my turn. So now to Ryan.
All right. I am going to. I'm going to activate him. I will take this supply crate. And I am going to play, similarly, a handgun. And I am going to shoot at the mine right there.
Uh-oh. So now that will resolve a blast. So that's going to blow up. And then that will put a crater in that spot. That will damage me. But now, Ryan, if you would do the honors of seeing where I scatter. If I get a 1, 5, or 3, I'll be okay.
Nope.
1. I got a 1, so that's going to throw me into that space there.
All right, and this allows me to move. So I will actually jump in here with you. I will play. This could be a little risky. Well, let's first discard the handgun.
Okay, yeah.
Because
So
that's all done.
that let you move and play a card.
Then I will do the ninja rope.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to target this hex. So it would be 1, 2, 3, which means I roll 2 dice to see if I get there or if I drift somewhere else. So this could be really bad for me. I really do need a direct hit, which I get. So he propels here. I will take this crate. And then the ninja rope allows me to play another card.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. Uh-oh. What am I going to do?
What are you finna?
What am I finna? I am going to play the Uzi.
Okay.
So I am going to shoot at your blue worm there.
All right.
So he's dead.
That will kill this worm.
Actually, I'm going to move as I had move, shoot, move.
Yep.
And then I will move 1 more.
Okay.
And here is the Uzi.
Ah!
So a busy first green turn.
Yeah, that was kind of successful for you. But that being said, a drop card will be played, which will be place a supply crate in the emptiest hex, and then an oil drum, which is actually going to be there, and then remove 3 fire, and then we will change the wind direction, which we didn't do before. So if you would like to,
You want to roll twice for
no,
it?
no, it's all right. Roll it now. So
6.
now it'll be facing 6, which is that way. All right, so I'm gonna activate the Pope Worm. Let's move into here, grab that supply crate. Let me draw a card, and then I will inch back over here. And I think I'm gonna go with the bazooka. So I'm gonna shoot this hex here. Accuracy of 4. So I'm rolling 4 dice here. And I got the wind, which would be in the water, 5, which would be here, and a 2, which would be in the water. So I guess we're gonna go with the 5. So we should probably put the target circle down there. But now it moves there into the direction of the 5. So a crater will blast there. That will damage your scientist worm guy there. And then we're gonna roll to see where you get scatter to. If I roll a 2 or a target, you're fine. But anything else will knock him in the water.
Woo!
And now he just stays there. Gosh darn it, that stinks. Alright, and that, I believe, is going to be the end of my turn. I could move after playing the bazooka, but I'm not going to. So, we'll resolve the drop card here, which is place a supply crate in the emptiest hex, and then a mine will also go in that same hex, and then we'll have to change the wind direction. So there's a lot of hexes here that are pretty even with one thing, so I think I'm going to put the mine and the supply crate there, and then we will change the wind, and it's going 3 now, so that way.
Alrighty. I am going to stand up Bazooka Man. He'll inch 1, and as his character would suggest, we're going to play the bazooka. So I am going to have the target.
Yes, sir. Here you go.
We're going to blast him right there.
So you going for my parrot guy?
Yep. Since we're adjacent, I'll be shooting at full accuracy, which is 4.
You should just like miss.
And that's a direct hit.
Okay. So that's going to be a blast, meaning that this supply crate is destroyed, that will damage me, and there will be 2 craters, one for the mine and the blast from the bazooka. So now roll to see where you are scattering me.
Also, just take those.
2,
Two.
which is going to be ploop into the water. The dirty brown water.
And I am going to move because Bazooka had a move option at the end. And that is my turn. So let's draw the event card.
Yeah, let's draw the drop. We have supply crate and a mine, and then we will change the wind.
In the emptiest cube.
Yeah, emptiest hex.
Hex. Okay.
What was this, dead zone? No cubes.
We'll put it right.
Alright, so I think I might need to seek revenge here. I am going to go here. We're throwing the old woman.
No.
Not the old woman. I'm going to target this hex here, and that will, we're going to blast the hex, and then blast it again, and then the mine is going to go off. That's 3 craters.
So that's going to be water eventually.
So, well, that's going to turn into water right now. So we're blasting the hex from the mine. The mine is blowing up. All right, so just a little confusion here. So Ryan might actually be able to have his worm survive here. So we're going to blast the hex, which causes a crater and the supply crate to be destroyed, and then we're also going to have to blow up the mine. So now we'll get to roll to see if you scatter. So if I get a 4 or a 6,
I'll survive.
You'll survive. But if I get a direct or anything else, you are dead there. And a 4 will actually blow you into there, which we're gonna have to resolve this because this has
an overpopulated cube.
Yeah.
Or hex. I keep saying cube.
Four things are in there, and then the mine will blow up, and then the other blast. So that will be that. I believe that's how it works. That's how it seems like it should work. But now we're gonna have to prod. All right. So since this hex is full, I'm going to prod someone. I guess I'll just prod the bazooka guy. We'll see where he lands. So direct hex means I get to push him wherever I want. Go in the water. There's your worm. So first worm has been taken out for you. I'm down to only 2 worms. So
Event card.
but I did play the old woman, which only lets me do that. So I am done. Drop. Supply crate. 2 supply crates are going into the emptiest hex, which is going to be there. And then we're going to change wind, which is going to be 1. So back to you.
So I'll stand him up. He'll inch. Or I can't, right?
Yeah, you can inch. Yeah.
But it's a full hex now, no? I have to jump
yeah,
to there.
you're gonna.
So I'll leave him down
I
then.
mean, you could prod me if you go into that full hex because it's full.
I'm gonna jump here.
Like,
Can I take both supply crates?
It doesn't say you can't, so I'll just say that you can.
So with the picking up the 2 items, now I'm going to play a card. I will play the Petrol Bomb.
No.
Yep. So I will target that hex.
Okay. You got
It's an accuracy.
Do you have the token, or do I have to?
It's on the board.
Oh yeah, we didn't.
Here.
All right.
It's in the direction of the wind and 1, so it's both off.
Yep. So right there,
And I guess.
still in the western.
Yeah. Well, so that was a miss. Take that, but I could
So you
still,
can still
move. I guess I'll pop in here with you. And I will have to play.
This is the last drop card here,
Drop card.
which is going to be place a supply crate and a mine, both in the same hex, empty hex, and then change wind.
For that.
And
Same
it stays
direction.
the same. All right, that is the last drop card. After this, we have the sudden death drop card, so it's going to get a little spooky. So it's fitting for Robin Hood to use his longbow. I'm going to activate him, and it doesn't say I have to be within anywhere, so I guess I have unlimited range. I'm going to target this hex, which will damage a thing in the hex, and, well,
No.
take your your dude. And I get to move. I think he's just gonna chill out there. Now it is time for the earthquake. Oh, this is your favorite.
Yeah.
All right, so for the drop, I have to choose one of my worms, and then I have to scatter it. So, and then we'll place a supply crate and change the wind. So we have to resolve this basically every time now for the drops. Let's go with the Pope. Actually, we'll go with Robin Hood because I have a better chance of not going in the water. 6, which is gonna be in the water.
Andrew's psyching himself out.
Okay.
Right now.
All right, and then I place a supply crate in the emptiest hex, which is, oh, look at that, his hex. And then we'll change the wind, and it stays the same. So that'll be now back to you.
Okay, so I will activate him. I'll take the supply. I will hop here. And I will play the Banana Bomb.
No!
Yep. Accuracy 2. Blast Hex, Blast Hex. So this could actually kill both of us and win me the game if that works.
So
I need a direct hit.
We're going target hex here. So
Actually,
you're only getting 1 dice because you're not adjacent. It's 1 and then 2. So you're only going to roll 1 dice here.
4. No.
But wait. Before you do that, you scatter the target token. So now roll again to see if you get a 1 here, it'll go back into that hex and blow it up.
Right.
Which you do. You got the win. So now we're doing so we're blasting. So you scatter it. Now we're blasting it twice, which we'll do it the first one. And that will scatter
both of us.
So you want to roll for me?
Yeah, I'll roll for you. Yeah.
So that'll keep me there, but I'm still damaged. And then roll for you. That will throw you in the water, taking out your other worm. But then another blast happens, which turns that into water, which takes out my my last worm there.
Woo!
So that is a Ryan victory, epic handshake of awesomeness.
Worms, everybody.
Well, that is a loss for FOG Andrew, but
a win for the family of gamers in the greater community. That was because this game's fun.
Yeah, this is. I know people were saying about how like when you do 2 players, you're only putting in 2 tiles, so it makes it a little small. But I honestly, it really needs to be condensed and like a little, close together.
Well, we played with 4 players, and everyone got to place 1 tile, and it still felt kind of tight,
Right.
But I think that's what it's supposed to be.
There is a variant where like everybody places a tile, and then the first person that places a tile can put another tile. I would try that out just to see, but I don't even think.
I mean, you could kind of do whatever you want. You could have 2v2 and just place everything. I don't think it really matters.
Yeah, it even says like you can really do whatever you want, and but I mean overall game wise. Like fully thoughts.
It's as I said in the beginning, it's stupid but in a fun way,
Yes.
and I think that's like kind of what you play Worms and it's silly, and you
Right.
play Worms the board game and it's silly. So I think
Yeah.
it's accomplished that.
Yeah.
I think this is probably the best you're going to. If you were like, I'm going to make a board game off of Worms, I think this is the best case scenario.
Right.
So kudos to Magic, they did a good job with
Yes.
this.
It definitely captures the stupidity and randomness and craziness of the video game in board game form.
Yeah.
You definitely don't need like the different levels or like going up a hill or terrain and stuff. You don't need that for this at all. I think it's perfectly fine with the landscape like how it is. I love the minis. I love the 3D oil barrel supply crates and mines. The hexes I thought in like the teaser videos were like a little thin, but I guess those were the prototypes. These are like really solid.
Like Catan hexes.
Yeah, I think
They're close to it.
they might be. I think they're smaller than like Catan hex, but they're like good.
Well,
good,
not like
good.
like this, but they're good quality.
Right? No, they're good quality. The cards are everything about this game was great. I'm really enjoying it. If you guys want to see more gameplay videos of us playing Worms, let us know down in the comments below. Maybe we'll do a 3-player one with Coach and see how that goes and kind of make it a little bit more crazy. But yeah, that's it, guys. Any other thoughts?
No.
I love worms. I've been waiting for worms, and I love it. Let me know down in the comments below what you think. Like the video if you liked it. If you're new here, subscribe, because there's other videos that I have posted on the channel that you can check out. I know there's also our link tree in the description below. It's got our links to our social media pages, our Patreon, our Discord, our podcast, all that stuff linked below. That's it. We'll see you in the next one.